Remember, the Mevo Start has some tricks up its sleeve. When you power on your Mevo Start, if it gives you a green light on the front, that tells you that it is powered up, it has an active connection, and is ready for action. The power button then becomes a multifunction switch. If you press it once, you can choose whether that results in a recording or a stream. Set that up in the settings here, and you can choose to have the Mevo Start go ahead and start recording on a power button press, or you can have it go ahead and stream to the last place you set it up to stream. Don't have to have anything connected to it. It'll just start streaming what it's pointed at. If you press this button twice, it'll turn on wired webcam mode. If you press it twice again, it will turn off wired webcam mode. And the other trick the Mevo Start has up its sleeve is found in the settings. You can choose to have it power on or off via USB. Keep a USB-C cable connected here, powered by a plug that is connected to a smart plug, and you can turn on or off your Mevo Start from anywhere as you wish. Just turn your smart plug on, the Mevo Start will come on. Turn your smart plug off, the Mevo Start will go off when this toggle switch is flipped. Remember, if you're going to be plugging in a 3.5mm jack from your soundboard into your Mevo, you're going to need to make sure that the line level / mic level toggle is switched. Here's what it looks like in the software. From the ellipsis at the bottom of the screen, you'll go into the microphone, and there you see your audio settings. Now, when we plug that into the 3.5mm jack, we see the option of line in level being line level or mic level, and we want to switch that over to line level when we're plugging in from a soundboard into our Mevo Start. Remember, Mevo keeps on their Multicam app website a coming soon section. One of the things noticeably absent in the coming soon section of Mevo's Multicam app page is static shot presets. One of the things that we've been longing for to come over from the Mevo 2.0 or the Logitech by Mevo by Logitech, the single cam app. Mevo cares greatly about customer input, and they do monitor the Mevo customer group on Facebook. Letting our desires be known there do not fall on deaf ears. As a matter of fact, I have it on good authority that there are folks within Logitech and the Mevo part of Logitech who watch these videos. If you'd be willing to comment on, to like, and to share this video, we might be able to make sure the right folks get to see it. I want to let you know we've opened up the ability for you to order some things you've been asking for. The 3D printed sleeves that we make for mounting lights or microphones to the back of a Mevo Start. Those are available for order on my blog page. Link is in the description. We've also got a couple of other things there that you might find useful or interesting. All you have to do is hit the place order button and then fill out in the note for PayPal what it is you want, how many of them that you're wanting. If it's something you can use, be sure and click that link. Remember, if you're running Multicam and you're trying to decide which control device to pair with it, be it an iPad or an Android device, there is one major difference. Not in the Multicam app, but in the operating system itself. I'll show you on your iPad when you choose your Multicam app. It's going to give you what you're used to seeing. And if you want to run Safari so that you can monitor your comments or maybe even Sideline HD, when you pull Safari up, it's going to let you add it as a slide over, but not a split view. So when I tap on the ellipsis there, it shows me that the split view for iOS is not available with Multicam. This tab will always be on top. You can move it from side to side, but you can't make this be half the screen or a part of the screen and Multicam be another part of the screen. By contrast, when we look at the Android tablet, if we choose Multicam, and then we choose Multicam in split screen view, it will let us choose a browser as the other side of the screen, which means I can run Sideline HD, or I can open up Facebook to get to comments. This is also resizable, so I can give myself a little bit more real estate here on the multicam side and a little bit less on the other side so that I have a better view. Remember, the built-in Mevo mount in the Mevo Start is not just a 1/4-20. There are other options built in. Check this out. Removing the Mevo Start from a 1/4-20 mount on this small mic stand reveals that I do in fact have a 1/4-20. We're built in there. But if I take this 1/4-20 adapter off to reveal that I have just a regular mic stand mount here, and then take a nickel or a quarter or a key and remove the built-in mount, see I have a 1/4-20 option here. I have the next size up option here, and then I have a mic stand size option here. So I can screw this on to a regular mic stand and be able to mount it like so. Remember, if you're running a GoPro on your live stream, the batteries in the GoPro 7, 8, 9, and 10 are hot swappable. You can plug in your GoPro to a USB-C source, and once you are sure it's charging, you're able to pull the battery from the GoPro, if I can get that little tab to stick up for me, add another GoPro battery without losing your stream. Just as easy as that. Remember, if you're just getting started in live streaming, there's nothing wrong with putting your smartphone on top of a tripod or hanging it on the fence and just pressing go live. But there's a reason why so many folks have jumped on the Mevo camera bandwagon. Its ability to do more than just a smartphone makes a huge difference. For example, when I'm wanting to zoom into action on my camera of my smartphone, when I zoom in, I'm only ever zooming in on the center of the picture. I can't zoom in and pan over to another part. If I want to zoom in here, I can't get there without repositioning the camera itself. And if it's hung on the fence, that's incredibly difficult to do. When I go over to the Mevo app, if I want to zoom in on this piece, all I have to do is tap the screen and it's zoomed into that area. If I want to pan, I can move it around the screen. I can change the level of zoom to a different spot of the view that I have that camera pointed at. Remember, if you're doing a live stream on location and you're going to be using mobile data, you need to set your stream quality setting to match what a speed test will tell you. Here's what I mean. Using a service like speedtest.net is going to give you a download and an upload speed. Your download speed is not nearly as important as the upload speed, so that's where we want to focus. Upload speed will tell us what our stream quality can be. You see my upload speed here is going to struggle to get to 1.5 megabits per second. That's going to tell me I want to stay in the 360, 480 range, unfortunately. When I go into Multicam or the single cam Mevo app and choose go live, it's going to give me the option of which stream quality I'm going to choose. That 1.5 megabits per second, I'm going to go with the 480 here because it'll function down to 400 and up to 1500 kilobits per second, which is 1.5 megabits per second. And then I got to just press go live. Remember to check your latency settings in Mevo single cam and multicam apps, because sometimes connection issues are actually latency issues, and running a higher latency will solve a lot of connection issues. Here's what it looks like in the Multicam app. In the 3-dot ellipsis on the bottom, we go into video source latency, and we can choose, at least in the 1.4 app, ultra low latency, standard, and high latency. Now, when I first got this Android tablet, I was having difficulty connecting a second camera to it. No matter which one I chose, it wouldn't connect the second camera. And so checking this video source latency revealed that it was by default set to ultra low latency. So I changed it to standard. I haven't had a problem connecting cameras since then. And that's your quick tip for today. Remember, when streaming via multicam, The difference between doing so on an iPad and an Android tablet is split screen. In the Android device, you have the ability of running two apps open simultaneously on the same screen. You can have Multicam on one side and you can have another app that is split screen enabled on the other side. For example, the ability to run Multicam here to stream and the Chrome browser here to stream means you can score using sideline score and stream using Multicam at the same time. You can score using iScore on one side of the screen and Multicam on the other side of the screen. The iPad doesn't offer this yet, and it's not available on either device using the single cam app either. Making sure you have both apps you want to run in split view open is the key here. So we'll open Multicam and let it fire up. It becomes one of the choices we have in split view. So now I can go into my open apps. I can tap on the icon that is above the holder for Multicam. I can choose open in split screen view. It's going to bring it up on one side of the screen and then will allow me to bring up one of my other apps. So both apps are up and running. Then it's resizable by dragging the center screen. Remember, the Multicam 1.4 update brings the Mevo Mic app into Multicam so that you can now put Mevo Mic on a device on the same network as your Multicam control device and use it as a secondary microphone or another microphone in your stream. You can add a source for the Mevo Mic app by clicking on the blue plus and then choosing audio. That's going to give you the option of bringing in all your other devices. So when I turn the Mevo Mic app on my phone, and make sure it is on the same network as my control device here, you're going to see null pop up, and I can toggle this input on. It gives me its own input slider for this device running the Mevo Mic app. Your Mevo Start makes a fantastic Microsoft Teams, Skype, Google Meets, Zoom camera. And your computer can recognize the Mevo Start using either the wired webcam mode or the wireless webcam mode. For wired webcam, you simply plug in your Mevo Start to your computer. You can double tap on the power button on your Mevo Start and it will make this sound. That is wired webcam on. Double tap it again and it does the opposite sound, and you know wired webcam is off. In order to use wireless webcam, you do need to go to Mevo's website and download the wireless webcam app. It will install it and run it on your computer so that you can have access to this little icon. You can see that I have chosen Camera 3 to have my wireless webcam app up and running. It is connected to Camera 3. If I click on the settings icon in Zoom, it's going to bring up a place where I can choose video, and then I can do this drop-down box and choose Camera 3, which is my camera that is running in front of me. And because the computer is running wireless webcam, it picks it up and will use that camera for a Zoom meeting. Now in Zoom, you will want to choose HD, and you're going to want to check Mirror My Video as well. Remember, if you're streaming via cellular data, be it your connected device or a MiFi device, you're going to want to know where the nearest cell phone tower is. An app like OpenSignal will show you the direction in which that cell phone tower is. And you don't want to put your device or set up your setup with the stands and all the people between you and the cell tower. Be sure you get it up high enough and with a clear shot of the direction that cell tower is. This one moves fast. If you need it to slow down, choose playback speed 0.75 and maybe it'll be a little better for you. Remember, if you're going to be streaming to an RTMP destination, you need both a stream URL and a stream key. You can find each of those for YouTube here in studio.youtube.com. Hit the create button and you gotta just press go live. It's going to bring up this screen which will allow you to copy your RTMP stream URL and your RTMP stream key. If those pieces don't show up, go into Settings, Safari, and choose Request Desktop Website. Alternatively, you can choose that from the URL here, For Facebook, you press the live video button. You can choose to stream to your timeline, a page, or a group that you manage or own. Set up live video, advanced, and then that will reveal the stream URL. You can copy it here. The stream key is above this. You can copy it here. That will cause this button, Go Live button, to turn blue. If you're streaming to a page, you're going to have to fill in the title and the description. It is required. These pieces go into Mevo, press Go Live, RTMP, new event, and you can paste these events after you put your title in the stream URL and stream key areas. You can use your extra device to run audio into your live stream. Here's what it looks like in the app. I'm filming with camera 1. I am running sound with camera 2. Camera 2 is attached to my iPhone, and I'm just simply running one of the provided background tracks from YouTube Studio into camera 2. So when I switch the sound from camera 1 or add in camera 2, you can hear that it runs music over the top of what we're doing. If you want to do that with a Rode Wireless Go type setup as well, all you have to do is take the microphone piece and attach it to your iPhone, your device, and then take the receiver piece and attach it to, so now I have the Rode Wireless Go attached to the back, the other end of the Rode here attached to the iPhone playing the music, and pull that audio down just a little bit so you can hear me and it. You hear that I'm running a wireless input from my iPhone through my Rode Wireless Go's into my stream. And my foot is asleep. For most Mevo users, heat buildup is only an issue when in direct sunlight. And there are a lot of creative ways to try to keep a Mevo Start cool. I do want to remind you that you want to make sure you're not introducing liquids to your camera if you're going to try to keep it cooled. And I also wanted to point out, it's designed to dissipate heat through the bottom where it mounts to your stand or to your mount. So when you're choosing a mount to put your Mevo up with, make sure the mount has good metal surfaces to conduct that heat away from the Mevo Start, and you'll have less problems with heat buildup because the heat flows downward on a Mevo Start.